Yeah, so we've been doing this show, the three of us together. Chad, you first came on in January, right? Then you came on in February, and then we made you a co-host officially in March. And then 2 weeks ago, for the first time, actually, like the day before the 3-year anniversary of the podcast, we all met for the first time in person.
Well, we all had met previous.
Yes, I mean Carl and I are homies from college. I had met Chad.
Sorry for not holding my mic. Shit, I forgot we're Hold Mic Gang, and I literally just had it on my goddamn desk. Let me keep it a buck. The three of us, we had never met in person, all of us, so we took a photo together, and it is very nice.
Yeah, it was really fun. It was really cool to see you guys, especially like knowing that Chad woke up at 4:30 in the morning and Carl went through all the trouble to get down there to celebrate my birthday. Like,
I almost literally, I had my tire light come on right before I came. I was about to be like, yo, fuck my life.
but yeah, it was just kind of cool. I mean, Chad showed up, parked down by the pool at my house, or not at my house, by my house, walked to my house at 10:30 and started drinking margaritas with my mom.
Yeah, that was a great day.
Yeah, Carl got there at like 4 when he was supposed to get there at 2, but Kevin and Carl are never on time for anything.
I was so gone.
Chad was obliterated. I don't think you knew where you were from like
he
3 p.m. until you went to bed at 7:30.
I tried to fall asleep on his couch. I was so adamant.
Yeah, he was so adamant about falling asleep on the couch, and then I was like, dude, we're gonna be up here watching TV till like 11. Like, I'm just gonna go make the Murphy bed for you. And he was like, nah, it's okay. And then he woke up the next morning and was like, I don't even remember going to bed.
I don't. It was the last thing I remembered.
And then he slept over at my apartment the next day, and Michael and I didn't have to pay for an Uber to come back. It was a time.
Everything works out. And then Chad actually came over, and me and him hung out.
Yeah, and then you're going over there on Wednesday, right?
Yep.
Yeah, I'm heading over to Chad's. I'm chilling over there for a night, and then taking a flight the next day.
Yeah. Fuck you guys. Y'all are so close together, and I'm like 4 hours away from both of you, so like I don't get to hang out with y'all as much.
Whoa, well. Oh, well.
Keep on complaining there, you little bitch. You don't visit. You don't visit. Visit that bitch.
Hey, yo, welcome back to the High Kicks podcast. How we doing, everybody?
Fucking finger guns, you know the vibes.
$1 million.
I heard the finger guns.
Oh my god.
I heard the finger guns portion of that, but I didn't hear anything else.
Oh, well, that's all that matters.
Yeah, so it's been a couple weeks since we've been back. Chad hasn't been on in a while. 3 weeks since Chad's been back. He got a little tired 2 weeks ago and missed the last recording. We didn't record last week because I was away, and I'm the one who does the recording and the editing, and yeah, so that didn't happen. But we're back, and we have some international break stuff to talk about, some World Cup hosting, some good news for Carl about Manchester United. We're going to drop down to League Two and talk a little Wrexham, because there really isn't, one, because it's Wrexham, and two, because there was no like high league football over the last couple weeks. And then we're just going to get back into the return of the Prem. But I want to start this off. Carl, how happy are you about this Manchester United news?
So me and you were talking about this earlier a little bit, and what I'm really excited for in terms of this is all football operations are currently being taken away from the Glazers, and so despite them still owning 75% of the club, like, it's not relevant in terms of the way that the team performs.
Yeah.
So I'm really happy in terms of that, because Jesus Christ, like, Glazers are officially out. I really am interested
not officially yet. They haven't voted on it, but if it goes through, Jim Ratcliffe, it's going to be official, but Jim Ratcliffe is going to get a 25% stake, and he's going to get control of football operations. Glazers are basically going to be out in terms of what all the fans want, but they're still going to get 75% in terms of all the money. I think it's a win-win
Yep.
for everybody involved.
I agree. So that's the main thing. Like,
Chad, I see that.
because
smirk.
the Glazers are resilient to sell all of Man U. Makes sense.
I would
They
be.
make a lot
I
of
would
money
be
off
too.
of it.
I would be too.
Yeah. So I'm happy. We'll see what actually happens in the off season. I want to see if anything happens in the January window, and if like we start seeing massive changes within this side. Because my God, we fucking need it. Like, what the hell is fucking happening? I don't want to talk about Man U anymore because Jesus Christ, I'm actually
I
just
do.
getting heated.
No, yeah, we're
You-
staying.
you
We're staying
can.
on. We're staying.
You
on
guys
this.
can. You guys can. I'm gonna sit here fucking quiet because goddamn, they suck. They suck so fucking hard. All right, go.
I want to say a message to like all the people who have been sports washed. I didn't realize how easy sports washing really was until like seeing some of the reactions to like what's happening over at Newcastle and now what's happening at United, because the Sir John Ratcliffe out hashtag
His name is Jim.
Jim,
John.
John, whatever. What it's a J. J Ratcliffe out. That tag was trending in like 30 seconds. Worldwide.
That's insane.
And it's just like it's like, guys, okay, fine. You didn't get Kylian Mbappe, but I feel like you should take it as a win. Because you're not owned by evil people.
Well, I also don't understand, like, Manchester United fans are some of the biggest proponents of Manchester City, oil money, this, that. Then, like, why did you want Qatar to buy your club?
Yeah,
Because they have the oil money and Manchester United doesn't.
Granted,
they've seen the
Sheikh,
way that fucking Chelsea have spent.
well, and granted, like, Sheikh Jassim did want to sign Mbappe and Kamavinga and Kingsley Coman, which
Yeah,
none of those were going to happen. Like,
no.
all the fans who were like, damn, he didn't buy the club, so we're not going to get those players. You weren't going to get those players anyway.
Hold on. I saw a clip. I'm assuming.
What's up?
Did Mark Goldbridge seriously? I probably should have looked this up beforehand. Did Mark Goldbridge seriously say this is the end of Manchester United as we know it, or is that a completely different? Was that an out of context clip?
My guess is it was an out of context clip.
Okay, I'll do some reason. No, we'll move on from it. Okay, I'm assuming it's out of context. If it's not, then good God. But I'm hoping.
I genuinely think Man U's in a better position now, so I'm interested to see, like I said, the upcoming windows. Of course, not much is going to change until then, so hopefully, like, full takeover is possible by January, and we can actually see a move or two. I'm interested.
Yeah, I mean, whenever it gets approved, he's going to get control over whatever the agreement is.
So I just hope everything works out.
Chad, what are you saying?
It's not focused. It's pissing me off.
Oh, your camera?
Yeah. Keep talking. Pretend I'm not trying to summon it back.
All right. Well, Man U, they're shitting out. Hopefully, they get better. Like, I don't know what else to say.
I kind of see this just if you're a Manchester United fan.
Positive.
Outside of the Glazers selling the club as a whole, I mean, this is the next best thing.
Yep.
Yes.
Chad, does the lens have something that you can twist to focus it?
No. I'm just gonna. We're doing this.
Both
Okay.
free cam.
Are you free cam and are you free mic?
Yes.
Oh God. You're gonna look so bad on any of these clips if they end up on TikTok.
This? Are we fucking doing
this,
Chad?
Guys, please don't.
Okay.
Please, guys.
Are we doing this?
Carl, put the fucking camera
Are
back.
we doing this?
Carl. I'm like trying to get clips from this
I hate
episode
you.
for TikTok.
Yes.
So like, don't do that.
So why can't we have fun with it?
Because then you're gonna look like shit.
Brian hates fun. Brian hates
Brian hates fun. Brian sucks.
All right, fuck you guys. But
You're just
like,
salty because you can't lift your camera.
No, I'm salty because I'm the one who does all the freaking editing. Hold on, I'm gonna cut this. I'm salty because I'm the one who does all the freaking editing, and it's annoying. I'm cutting this whole conversation, by the way.
No.
It's not relevant to the podcast, but
Bitch.
You could at least keep it and post it on TikTok, though.
I'm
Yeah,
probably
no, this is
going to
fun.
keep it.
This
It's
is
pretty
fun. That's
it's
what I
pretty
mean.
entertaining. It's pretty entertaining.
Yeah. You
But-
can be salty all you want, but like this is funny. Like,
No, I'm whatever. But back to Man U, I just like this is the best possible scenario outside of the Glazers selling completely. And if I were a Manchester United fan, I should be happy. And if I'm a Liverpool fan, which I am, this is not what I wanted to see happen.
This is W, so we move on.
It's okay. Shohei Ohtani will be a Liverpool player very soon.
Chad, shut the
Jesus
fuck up.
Christ.
So over the course of the last 2 weeks, FIFA has announced that I think it's Morocco, Portugal, and Spain
Yeah.
with Argentina, Paraguay, and Uruguay are all going to be joint hosting the 2030 World Cup. They are giving one game each in Paraguay, Argentina, and Uruguay to celebrate the centenary of the World Cup because it's been 100 years. And then the rest of the World Cup is sliding over to Europe and Africa. It's fucking stupid.
I understand it's cute what they're doing because it's like they're paying homage. But dude,
If you're going to
Still
pay
gotta-
homage, just put the whole tournament there.
Yeah.
well, they tried that once.
Like,
And,
For the
it's
club, for the players, I was about to say clubs. For the teams that are going to have to play that first game in South America and then fly all the way there, like all the way to Europe / Africa for the rest of the tournament, like that's going to be detrimental.
Yeah.
Adding that kind of travel in the middle of a World Cup, what the fuck is FIFA thinking?
I'm also interested to see like how much travel there will be between Africa and Europe for these sides. Like, is it gonna be like, okay, you have like 3 stint in like Europe, 3
My
stint
guess
in
is
Africa?
if you're playing your group stage games in Morocco, you're going to be in Morocco for all of your group stage games. And
Okay.
then there's going to be enough time to jump between like Morocco, Portugal, and Spain for the rest.
Oh, okay.
But there is actually, before I get into this, Chad, do you have anything else you want to say on?
well, I feel
'Cause
like
there's an underlying thing about this being on multiple continents that I want to talk about.
well, for me, it just isn't. We're gonna get to a point where it's like, oh, we're just gonna have every country host a home game at the World Cup, and then it's like we're gonna have some super tournament, and it's gonna get bigger and bigger, and it's kind of like ruining the. I understand, like more countries now exist, or probably that's probably not true, but more good countries that play the sport.
Yeah, there's
exist.
better players. Like that
So,
that's a
like-
main thing. Like there's
that's
more
probably-
people in the world and more people are starting to play the game and more people are getting better at it. Like
It's
we're
just
seeing a lot of advancement.
it's just I feel like it's just so odd.
Yeah.
At least just
I-
just we're the host nations and all that jazz. But you're good to go, Brian.
Okay,
It's-
so
It's fucking weird.
I was telling this to Carl before we recorded. I got this information from Fiago, who runs the Footy Base account on Instagram and TikTok, but because I don't want to steal somebody else's credit or where they found stuff. But basically what Fiago was saying is that FIFA has a rule that a confederation can't host the World Cup within 2 World Cup cycles of the last time it hosted. So in 2026, the US is hosting the World Cup, CONCACAF. It's the US, Mexico, Canada. In 2030, it is going to be played in South America, Europe, and Africa. That leaves Asia and Oceania to host in 2034.
Australia and Japan.
We're going to be expecting probably a
would
joint
be
bid
lit.
from Australia and New Zealand like we did for the Women's World Cup. Maybe something from Japan. But I think FIFA did this. I'm with Fiago on what he said. FIFA did this so they're gonna give 2034 to Saudi Arabia.
Oh yeah,
That is,
1000%.
I think
Yeah.
that is why instead of putting the Centenary World Cup in South America, they're putting it in South America, Europe, and Africa. So then North America, South America, Europe, and Africa are eliminated from hosting in 2034. And they can be like, well, we had to give it to somebody else. And Australia and New Zealand just had the Women's World Cup, so we're going to give it to Saudi Arabia.
You're right. Fuck. I forgot about that.
It's fucked.
All
Is
right,
it
yeah.
genius for FIFA because they want to put it there and make a fuck ton of money? Yes. Is
This
it
is a
smarmy
plan.
and sleazy? Yes.
This is a fucking plan from a boomerang villain. This is a
Yes.
fucking Gru type of shit.
Yep.
This is like some Gilgamesh shit from the Smurfs.
Motherfuckers like folding their hands over each other. Yes, we're gonna host the World Cup.
Like,
there's nothing they can do now.
literally, though. And I just hate where this game has come. Like,
Motherfuckers.
I'm sorry, but the 100th anniversary of the World Cup should be where it all started.
Yeah.
Should just be where the first World Cup was.
Hot
If you really want to pay homage to the 100-year anniversary, don't give Argentina, Paraguay, and Uruguay one game. Give South America the whole fucking tournament.
Yeah. I was just gonna say hot take, make it the exact same format. Have all the groups like have just the exact same format as the first ever World Cup. And
FIFA's gonna rig it so that the same exact teams fucking like
Yes.
are playing in the
what are
end.
the odds? The exact same teams have won every single game.
It's like, oh,
And then they flip the script and win $1 billion in betting because everyone bet the obvious.
yep.
I just like
That'd be so
it's
cool.
going to be an interesting World Cup.
That'd be fucking hilarious.
Also, all 6 countries are getting automatic qualification.
Okay.
I don't like that.
I don't. I definitely don't. But
I mean, I know they're expanding the World Cup field for when we're hosting it, but like, still, I don't like that the US, Canada, and Mexico are all getting automatic bids. Like,
yeah, I agree with that.
but at the same time, I do think if you're hosting the World Cup, you should be playing in it. So like, it's a double-edged sword.
Yeah, I feel like it's low-key embarrassing if you aren't.
Yeah.
Like Qatar got to participate.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
You guys want to
All right.
slide over into some actual
Yeah.
footy that happened during the break?
I was gonna say Qatar appearing in the World Cup's a Make-A-Wish appearance, but
Yeah, exactly. That's what I
Christ, Chad.
mean. Like, bro,
We're sliding.
that
We're sliding into Euro 2024 qualification because, bruh.
right. I'm sorry. I'm right.
Bro, you're 100% right. I agree with you there. Sorry, like that shit's garbage.
So before we
All
get
right.
in, hold on. Before we get into any of the games, thoughts, prayers, hearts out to everybody in Belgium. The Belgium-Sweden game was abandoned earlier today. Players refused to come out of the tunnel for the second half after news broke of a shooting in Belgium that killed 2 Swedish fans. It is horrific and something that does not need to be a part of our game or our world in any way, shape, or form. So our thoughts, prayers, everything for the people who were affected by that, because that's just disgusting.
Yeah.
And Portugal beat Bosnia and Herzegovina 5-0. I just needed to segue. I'm looking at Foot Mob, and that was the game that was below it.
I hate you so much. Bro, of course you go to a fucking
I'm sorry.
You go I can't even say
Don't say it. I know.
You fucking shit. Fuck you. All right. Let me stop being a dickhead and actually get into it. So, in terms of teams who are already qualified for this coming Euros, Portugal. We also have, I'm pretty sure, Belgium
Turkey.
and Austria. We have
Turkey qualified. Yunus
Yeah.
Akgün is the next Riyad Mahrez, and you've heard it here first. I am convinced.
We
Did you
have
see that goal?
France, and we have Spain and Norway, or Spain and Scotland.
Spain, Scotland, France, potentially the Netherlands because they're not done with their group games.
Yeah.
England, Italy, Turkey, Wales.
England and Italy should.
Yes.
But we don't
Albania.
know.
The craziest thing for me is Albania leading their group. Albania and Czechia. Belgium, Austria, Carl mentioned. Hungary and Serbia. Slovenia and Denmark. Romania and Switzerland. Portugal and Slovakia. Those are the teams who currently sit in their qualification spots. Norway has been eliminated via the group stage, but
I just
they
only
could get
said
in
the
via
guarantees.
they could get in via Nations League playoff.
Yes.
Chad, I see you making a face. What you got?
I saw the is this are we am I good to we're talking about international, or do you want to stay on Euros?
I mean, the topic is Euros, but where were you going?
Okay. No, you're good. We'll stay on Euro. I don't have the screen in front of me. But England should win, right? Like, I hate to say it. I'm being an observer, and I am observing.
No.
A healthy England team should be an automatic semifinalist team.
Oh, agreed. Automatic semifinalist, yes.
And I honestly, and I hate to say it,
semifinalist, actually, yeah.
And automatic 1,000%, and then 100% should win it. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry, but France will beat them. France will beat them.
Yeah.
A healthy France will beat them.
I think a healthy France beats them. Honestly, I think a lot of other teams can beat them too. I don't think they're impenetrable.
It depends. We have a lot of time. But I think this is England's Euro to lose? Yes.
Yes.
Do I think they're going to win? No.
No. I'm in complete agreement with Brian. I do not see them really making a massive splash in this Euros. I definitely see them going to because massive splash for this side is winning it. That's what I mean. It's I don't want to.
They're win or bust.
Yeah, it's very similar to Manchester United in terms of standards. It's very similar to a lot of clubs in terms of their standards for a league. It's win, and if they don't win, it's a failure. So
it's not really their standard though. They haven't won a trophy in 60 years.
Yeah, no shit. But that's their expectations. And that's what everyone from that country does expect as well.
Yeah,
they have those expectations set for themselves. And everyone else does. So the fact that they probably are going to flub it and mess up somehow, it's gonna be hilarious because they're playing good right now. I cannot deny that. But when they end up fucking getting smacked by Hungary somehow, I don't want to hear it.
Okay,
fuck them.
Okay.
I do think personnel-wise, they're probably the second best national team, top to bottom. I give France the edge. I do. I mean, Tchouaméni, Camavinga, that midfield, that young guy at PSG, I forget his name. He's excellent. Mbappe and Griezmann, Randall Colomwani. I mean,
this Spanish side too. I don't want to sleep on them.
I just think they're young.
Yeah, they're young, but that's what I mean.
Spain scares me for 2026, not for next year.
I think this is when Spain has another person pop out and really become someone, and
it's gonna be Yamal.
Yeah, I was about to say who I'm referencing, but
he's gonna
I'm really interested to see
out
it
in this tournament next summer.
Yeah. Because I also want to see if Fati plays for them. I want to see what happens in terms of everything. Imagine Fati and Yamal. That would be disgusting.
Well, it has to be the Fati that we all remember, not the current Fati.
Well, he's been playing relatively good for Brighton, but yes,
he has, but
does
you know
have
what
to play
you know what I
better.
mean.
Yeah.
I'm talking about the Fati that got subbed on for Barcelona in the 60th minute and had 2 goals by the 71st.
Very similar to the João Felix we've been seeing.
Dude.
Yeah, I just want to give him his praises because Jesus Christ.
Yeah. Yeah. So I
So,
want to. Are we still sticking with Europe, or do we want to slide into America, sweetheart?
I'm rooting for Montenegro tomorrow. Yeah, beat Serbia, and I want to see you guys in the Euros. That would be sick.
Oh yeah, because now you're like a de facto Montenegro fan because all your homies there.
Yeah.
I want to slide into America, sweetheart, because they're kind of balling.
Yo, what you munching on, Chad?
Nothing. I'm munching on America's sweetheart stocks.
So, if you don't know who I'm talking about, obviously I'm talking about Wrexham. And we don't typically drop into the championship or even League One, but we're dropping into League Two for this bitch. And I don't know. I mean, seeing them in 5th place right now, it's impressive. There's some kind of magic about this Wrexham side. Did you guys see? I mean, you probably didn't get to watch it, but did you see / hear about their match against Salford last weekend?
No.
So Salford took an early 2-0 lead with a 15th minute goal and a 36th minute goal. And then Elliot Lee scores in the 39th minute to bring it back. Right? Cool. Stephen Fletcher scores in the 88th minute, and we're thinking that Leicester. Well, I was going to say Leicester because it's a lower league, and I'm thinking of Chad. Fletcher scores in the 88th, and Wrexham go level. And then a minute later, Jordan Davies scores, and Wrexham take the 3-2 lead, and they win the game.
Damn.
Outside of the influx of money that Rob and Ryan have brought to this club, because everybody knows money doesn't win everything. Carl and Manchester United. But money and belief and vibes and morale and all that stuff, that is everything that this Wrexham side has. And they currently sit 3 points off the top. They are goal differential is the only thing keeping them out of an automatic qualification spot. Granted, they're going to be playing 46 games in this season, and they've only played 13. But coming up from the National League into League Two and now sitting in 5th when they were lower in the table, they're starting to play a lot better. Something special I feel like is brewing in Wales.
Brian,
What?
fuck you real quick for the Man
The
U
cheap shot?
reference.
That was a good one. That was a good one.
That's why Liverpool's not even gonna win the Europa League, you bitch.
I don't really care if we win the Europa League because Sevilla's going to come down. But I just care about you guys getting knocked down and then us eliminating you.
I don't think that's gonna happen.
Nah, because you're going to finish 4th.
He's walking away, ladies and gentlemen.
I love how Carl I just love how Carl tries to do a good job or whatever and come at me, and I just always have that one little Manchester United thing to roast him about.
Bears.
Chad, you got anything you want to say about Wrexham?
They're cool, I guess.
That's it?
Yeah.
All right, cool. I just one I wanted to talk about them, and 2, I'm not gonna lie, there weren't a lot of topics, so I had to fill some time.
Yeah, right here. This guy who doesn't like winning a trophy. He's like, I don't care if we don't win the Europa League. I'll be twiddling my thumbs in 3rd place of the Champions League in 12 months, but that's okay.
Oh no, I do care about winning the Europa League, but now that Carl's gone, I just needed to say it just to piss him off and be like, nah, if we don't win the Europa League this year, something's fucked.
Yeah.
But
Sure.
unless we lose to Sevilla in the final, because Sevilla own that shit. But I just kind of said what I said to piss Carl off, so I had a chance to bring up and roast Manchester United. Like I just kind of said
One
that to
second,
piss him off.
one second. So, Brian, you may actually wait. Is it you who's playing Eckler? You may actually lose because fucking he like fought with the Cowboys pregame. So
Oh
like,
God.
yeah, someone knocked his helmet off. I could see him dropping 35 fantasy points for that.
I aside from footy right now, I am playing my girlfriend and one of our really good friends in fantasy football tonight or this week, and I'm up by 33.5 points. And if I lose,
Yeah.
I'm never gonna hear the fucking end of it.
I think you could actually lose, you but
Yeah, we'll see. The Cowboys are like 9-1 following a loss in prime time over the last however long, which is a stupid stat, but I want to move on. The Prem is coming back. Fuck the Cowboys. The Prem is coming back, and so we didn't get to talk about this going into the international break, but for the three of us, raise your hand if before the season started you thought Spurs would be top of the table going into the international break. None of you are raising your hands, and anybody listening at home, if you're raising your hands, put your fucking hand down.
Unless you're a Spurs fan.
Okay, that is
not true.
that is optimism. That is not
delusional.
belief.
Like delusional fans exist, bro. There's still Man U fans who fucking think we should be in first right now.
That's fair, but
Like
also
people are delusional.
Ange Postecoglou is the first manager to come into the Premier League and win the Premier League Manager of the Month award 2 times in a row. Spurs have back-to-back Player of the Month and Manager of the Month.
Yep.
This Spurs team is fucking scary.
Yep.
Where
does Bayern sit?
4th.
Yup. Do I gotta say more?
No.
I personally sorry. Let me go on my rant about Harry Kane real quick.
You personally first. You're good.
Yeah. So like Harry Kane, mid. No, I'm fucking with you guys. He's really good, but I think the main issue is that he's.
Oh, sorry. They're sitting 3rd, not 4th.
Yeah, it's still just the matter of fact that like Bayern, who has dominated the league, like.
How far is your mic from you?
Not that far.
Oh, I couldn't see it. It was blending in with your sweatshirt.
Yeah, no, it's right in front of me. But
cool.
So like in terms of the way that Harry Kane supplements a team, it's very different than a lot of teams like to run recently. Like Lewandowski is even quicker than Kane and can get back and forth a little faster. Kane has the fucker slow down a bit. He's very physical on the ball and of course has that fucking rocket of a shot, but a lot of the time he slows the game down to his pace. And a lot of sides have been like Bayern last year with Mane. They really were able to thrive because speed kills. It's a legit thing.
So I want to interrupt you, and I don't know
Spurs,
how
speed fucking kills.
Spurs play fast, but I don't know how viable these reports are or whatever. But I've been reading things over the last couple of days that you want to know who Liverpool view as the replacement for Mo Salah should he leave next summer?
Who?
Leroy Sané.
Yeah, I heard about it, and I'm hesitant.
I would like it. He's a pacey, dribbly left winger with a good curling shot.
Okay, so anyways, back to Spurs. There's a really good point. And I mean, here's the thing: is that we're 8 games in, and I will say this: the back-to-back of like drawing with Arsenal, beating Liverpool.
Yeah,
that's one thing. But
I don't want to talk about that Liverpool game.
They have genuinely, I hate to say it, they have genuinely faced probably the easiest schedule in the Prem. I'm willing to, at least they're like up there, at least like top 5.
Yeah,
it's Brentford. It's teams that are like complete dog ass. You have Brentford, United, Bournemouth, Fulham.
Fuck you.
Actually, Fulham's a cup game. Burnley, Sheffield.
You got relegated. Don't talk to my team like that.
Just be Luton.
Yeah, but so my thing is, outside of the Sheffield, I guess, and the Luton. But a team that's near the top of the table should be beating Burnley 5-2, and they did. And a team that is near the top of the table should be beating a United side in disarray 2-0, and they did. The Arsenal draw that was at the Emirates.
Yeah,
that is
was
huge.
amazing.
That is huge for them. And at the end of the day, it doesn't matter how you win games or how you get points. It just matters that you're getting them.
I understand that. It's just,
and their style is honestly decent right now. It's not awful to watch.
No.
Like,
I mean,
bro,
it's
that
the opposite.
counter-attacking
It's
bullshit.
It's so exciting to watch. I mean, they're so
Yeah.
goddamn fast.
they have a really favorable schedule up until like Christmas time.
Mm-hmm.
So that's
And
big.
That's kind of like really big for them because
Because if you're in your mojo before the break and then you get it back and you hit your hard schedule, but you're feeling it.
Yeah, if you sort of go through like the beginning of the year and really be able to cruise and find your run of form better, which like this side have been balling. So
Yep.
yeah. Shit, Richarlison's even getting involved. It's just like one of those things. It's like everyone's starting to get on the score sheet. Everyone's looking good. Like the team is just vibing. Like you can tell, like everything's going well. So
we'll see in 8 weeks. We'll
we
see in
have
8
some
weeks.
great
That's
fucking games.
yeah, we need a couple
Coming up this
more
weekend.
games, but yeah.
We have
Oh,
some
you're talking
great
about
fucking-
Sheffield versus United, right? Because fucking we're probably gonna lose. Fuck you guys.
no,
assholes.
fuck that. City and Brighton
It's-
going to be a great match.
Yes.
Villa and West Ham going to be a great match.
Liverpool Everton. No.
Not going to be a great match. Could be.
Hopefully it is.
Everton always
Hopefully
play
it
us
is.
hard.
Yeah.
Chelsea and Arsenal actually might be a good match because I hate to say it, Chelsea kind of look like they're getting their shit together a little bit.
Wait, have you guys
are.
seen actually there's one like fun thing. I kept on seeing it on like multiple accounts, so it's not like from a single source that I can like quote it from. But Everton have like created more chances than City have this season.
Oh yeah, Everton have a higher. Was it a higher
Expected
XG?
goal, I'm pretty
Or
sure.
was it-
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like
but
it's absolutely absurd.
all that means is Everton doesn't have a clinical finisher.
Yeah, obviously.
So what you're telling me is Everton are sleeping giants and could potentially win the league when they bring in Aubameyang.
No, because it doesn't
bring in
tell you about their
Aubameyang.
defense and how many goals they allow.
They're an
Well, they
Aubameyang
bring
away.
in Aubameyang.
Aubameyang will bring them a title, a treble, even.
A treble. That's where Jesus Christ.
That's their FIFA challenge. Win the treble with Aubameyang on Everton.
Can I play on rookie?
No, yeah, the legend only, dude. They'll be a man.
I would
No,
have
I'm
to
just-
play every single game. That would be
I'm
such
just-
a waste of time.
I'm just letting you know that the only way that
Yeah,
that is
why am I
getting
caring?
accomplished
What the fuck?
is
Well,
what
if
the
you're
hell?
not, you genuinely can make a god squad on FIFA in like year
Carl.
two.
You're fine. You're fine. That's just some Riverside shit. It'll be clean in when I have it.
Yeah, but it's showing it for me too that it's like messed up.
Yeah, because you're connected via the internet.
Okay, whatever.
You're fine.
Taint. You guys can't see my face right now. Internet,
Yeah, but we can hear you on the pod saying taint, taint, taint.
bro, we're just in the Matrix. Y'all are in fucking whatever.
Internet, he says.
Internet is fake.
I'm excited though for this weekend. I'm probably not going to be able to watch much. I have a wedding that I'm going to be at. Hopefully, I mean,
I
been
worked
sick.
those, so
Congratulations, Brian.
What, Chad?
Congratulations, Brian.
It's not mine.
And make it yours.
I will, if I go, get to meet a professional baseball player.
Who?
you'll marry them. You'll marry
No.
the baseball player.
Are you marrying Bryce Harper?
No, Chad. If
Yeah.
I get to go, I would get to meet Mike Yastrzemski.
Brian would say some blasphemous things in order to get married to them. And,
Chad, your face just dropped. Why your face dropped so hard?
Because it's Mike Yastrzemski. Did you just say Mike Yastrzemski?
Yeah,
The
I don't know who that is.
plays for the San
Mike-
Francisco Giants.
Son of Carl. He went to the same fucking high school as me.
Mike did?
Yes.
Yeah, he's cousins with the groom.
So, boys.
Christ.
So,
Yeah.
boys. Yeah.
What?
Yeah. London.
What?
London.
What about London? Is the bridge
Red
falling
and-
down?
Red and blue are fighting, but it's not
London-
gonna be fun.
London is going to be red after that match.
Oh, without
It's,
a fucking doubt.
It reminds me of that scene from Ted where the neighbor is yelling at him, and then they start yelling, and that weird lady that just starts yelling is Man City. They're like,
Yep.
yeah, she's our enemy now. We suck.
Yeah, they
Yo,
definitely
so
fucking
before we
suck.
get out of here, I just want to comment on a TikTok that I saw Chad make. And he was talking about how this weekend his only state of sports sanity was the New England Patriots. And I just want to check in on your mental state.
Terrible. I need Leicester City back.
I love to hear that. I'd
Who
love
we
to hear
facing
that.
again? Hold on, I need to.
Carl, the
who's-
Giants
the
suck
Pats.
too.
But fucked up. I've gone through it already. Like
Oh my
I
God.
know this. Like I'm not sitting here denying that the Giants
Dude.
suck. Like
Dude,
he actually has to fucking like suffer right now because he's won how many fucking Super Bowls? Like
This
be
is
realistic here.
this is such a fun schedule we have coming up. We
Who are
have
you playing?
Swansea. We have Swansea, Leicester, QPR. I mean Swansea, Sunderland, QPR, Leeds.
Yo, who are the Pats playing?
The Bills and the Dolphins.
Oh God. so
100-0.
on that note, because we're kind of just wandering now, I think we're gonna get out of here.
Yo,
Thanks for tuning into this week.
to the fuck.
We're glad to be back. Check out the High Kicks podcast on TikTok because I'm actually starting to post some stuff right now.
Yeah, at
Check
least
out
Chad
Crush
likes
Talk
the
Sports on
fucking Celtics.
TikTok because
Jesus
Chad's
Christ.
videos are dope. Manchester United sucks, and we'll catch you guys next week. Peace.